Sports. From the Legal Docs by Me Sports Desk, here's Julie Bueller.
They say all good things must come to an end, and that was the case with the Clippers' early season torrent of wins. Of course, they boasted the NBA's best record, that is until last week. That was the start of a 3-game losing streak, and then tonight they face the defending NBA champs in Cleveland. So could this be the start of a new winning streak? Well, according to tonight's results, yes, J.J. Redick was huge for the Clippers tonight, scoring 21 points in the first half alone, 23 points on the night. Now, despite some back and forth, mainly because that guy, he's pretty good at basketball, LeBron James, the Clippers put away the Cavs in the second half at one point, handing the Cavaliers their largest deficit of the season in the fourth quarter when they had a 23-point lead. Final in Cleveland, Clippers get the win, 113-94 over the Cavs. Good to see DeAndre Jordan with a nice slam too, huh? And it's good to see Tiger Woods back on the course, because he is back. But how back is his back? That's really the question, because after 16 months off recovering from back surgery, he enjoyed a hot start at the Hero World Challenge with 3 straight birdies, but faded late with the double bogey on the 16th hole, and then, this ball finds the water off the tee on 18. Woods finished 1 over, 17th in the field of 18. And a late game slide plagued the Minnesota Vikings as well. Now the defense for the Vikings, phenomenal. If only their offense could have offered its own birdie or two, if we're going to use a golf reference. Instead, it was a bogey-filled mess for the Vikings offense. Meanwhile, the Cowboys, they have the NFL's best record. They didn't play like it tonight, but credit the Vikings' stingy defense for the Cowboys' disjointed performance. However, down the stretch, it was Dallas that made the plays and the Minnesota Vikings made mistakes. Final 17-15 in Minnesota. The Cowboys retain the NFL's best record, winning their 11th straight game. Now 11-1 on the season. Amazing. And after a very entertaining Thursday night football game, it's with a heavy heart that I have to report former USC Trojan Joe McKnight was shot and killed today in Louisiana in an apparent road rage incident. He was 28 years old. According to Jefferson Parish Police, the former Trojan running back and another driver got into an argument. McKnight got out of his vehicle when he was shot and killed. Responding officers performed CPR on McKnight but couldn't revive him. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The sheriff says they're still interviewing witnesses, and the gunman who waited for police to arrive is in custody.
We have in custody at the present time and are interviewing the shooter in this case, who stayed on the scene, relinquished his weapon to our officers, an individual identified as Ronald Gasser, a white male, 54 years of age.
Now, Trojan fans certainly remember McKnight as an exciting player with game-breaking speed and slippery moves. In 2010, he was drafted in the 4th round by the New York Jets, spent 3 years with that team, another couple games with the Kansas City Chiefs, and then headed to the CFL, where he most recently played. I got to cover McKnight while he was a Trojan, and this is certainly a massive tragedy that hit the entire NFL and football community.
Yeah, rough night. All right, thank you, Julie. Coming up next, more good stuff when we come back.